Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First and foremost, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Today we're going to be doing, originally I was just going to be doing YOSEOP's Widow. However, in the time it took me to actually sit down and record this, Dujun also released, it looks like a Christmassy cover called Quebec. And that came out a few days ago. So I thought that we would check out both today. My understanding of, first of all, YOSEOP's cover, I don't know the original. I found a bunch of meanings online. I think the one that might make the most sense is apparently Wido is can be translated to consolation. So I'm going to assume that is the title. There are, as I said, there are a bunch of other meanings. And for Dujun's, his translates, it seems, to confession, which I feel like that actually kind of works really well title-wise, if that is the case. As I said, I've never heard either of these songs before, but I wanted to share my reaction to these with you guys. So yeah, pause warning, as always. I pause. I often have a lot to say. And I need, because I'm autistic, I need a lot of time to process in a lot of cases. So I pause as much or as little as I need to. Also, this is a reaction, so there's going to be pausing anyway. If that is not for you, that is totally okay. But yeah, we're going to go into YOSEOP's Wido first, hello words, and then into Dujun's Quebec. So yeah, let's go.
세상과 다른 눈으로 나를 사랑하는 세상과 다른 마음으로 나를 사랑하는.
First of all, sorry, 1 second. First of all, I think we're going to definitely be going with consolation. Immediately, he just brought a real tinge of sadness with his vocals and with that piano. That chord change there, especially just before I paused, was very, I think, mood cementing. But even just the way that he is emotionally delivering the song with just the way his eyes are. Obviously, I'm aware he, apart from obviously being in B/Highlight, I do believe he's done musicals, so I do know he is very good at emoting and portraying emotion, because obviously to do that you have to have that capability. Yeah, so I don't think there is subtitles here. No, there isn't. So we are just gonna be going on feeling a lot, but yeah, that's what I'm getting so far.
나를 사랑하는 그런 그대가 나는 정말 좋다.
I'm sorry, just the way he hummed that. It also looks really sad. The way that the simple set has been set up. You've got this tree that's kind of really like big and it's decorated and it's all nice and stuff. And then you've got this on the other side of YOSEOP. You have this tree that is very bare bones, just has lights on it, fiber optics, if you want to be pedantic about it. But it definitely feels like that that someone feels left behind by something, you know, like maybe like a breakup or something, and there maybe this tree on the left of YOSEOP, his left, not ours, And meanwhile, this other person, maybe he's gone and moved on with their life and flourished and blossomed. And so there's that tinge of sadness there. This is really beautiful, though.
나를 안아주려 하는 그대 그 품이 나를 잠재우고 나를 쉬게 한다. 위로하려 하지 않는 그대 모습이 나에게 큰 위로였다. 나의 어제에 그대가 있고 나의 오늘에 그대가 있고 나의 내일에 그대가 있다.
Oh no, I like that piano there. I know I haven't been saying much. I was trying to see if I could understand any of the lyrics on screen, just to just kind of gauge anything. I'm not doing great. But what I've been noticing throughout this is the accompaniment is very soft, and stays out of Yosop's way, but it still helps the song move along. I feel like when you have covers like this, you could go like one of two ways. Like on the extremes, like you could just have kind of your bare bones piano with just like regular chords and stuff, or you could go like really ornamentative. I don't think that's the word, but you could have like an accompaniment that has lots of ornamentation, and it seems like we've got this real mix where there's lots of ornamentation. However, just in the mix and things like that, it's been quite subdued, allowing like our focus to really focus on Yosop's voice. This is stunning. It's a beautiful cover. Again, I don't know the original, but this is a stunning cover. I wanted to pause, and then the song started changing. I was like, oh my god, his voice, just the way it changed. And like obviously I know his voice, but it was just the way that we'd like had this really really soft tone, and then it started like filling with power, but there was still a restraint to it. Like it wasn't it like there's how do I say this? There's some singers in the world that like just enjoy like riffing, and like there's an element of almost showing off about it. They've got powerful vocals, and we know they have powerful vocals, and so they like give like all of this like riff energy. I don't know if that's even a thing. But lots of people kind of go like, oh my god, why are you being so extra? Where here Yosop knows like how far to push it to keep it within the tone of the song while still giving it more power and energy than we were getting before. Because obviously in what we're going to call the verses, he is I think, and obviously this is just based on feeling, I think he's a lot more contemplative, and so he is I think it almost goes from like the start of the song, him almost maybe singing to himself, as it were, in this character, and then moving out to this person that he's singing to the audience. Then it's like he includes us. It's like going back to kind of musical theater. It's that idea of how do I put it? Being seen, almost like when you see scenes like that where a character is talking to themselves. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm really loving this so far.
그대가 있다. 그대 나의 미래다.
So there, I think, because Mire is future, I think he's saying something there about like maybe like what's my future like, that kind of thing. Maybe I don't know, or I don't know, something like that. I'm completely I'm just guessing.
미래다.
Ooh, the strings. That's what I was meaning as well earlier about like when it complements, like that's even that string, it's like we've got YOSEOP's vocals on the top and then complementing and supporting the piano, and then almost like supporting the piano we have this I think it's maybe a cello underneath, and each element is adding, but it's not trying to take away from the element that it's supporting so that it can support. that little frame I got to, that was cute. Oh.
나와 걸어주려 하는 그대 모습이 나를 웃게 하고 나를 쉬게 한다. 옆에 있어주려 하는 그대 모습이 나에게
Ooh, I like that.
큰 위로였다. 나의
I want to talk about this now. It feels like the song's taken like a different turn, because it started off, as I said, like it felt like it was very sad, and now like even the chords, there's a feeling like, as I was listening to that, of inspiration and hope to that, and kind of to back that up, we have YOSEOP himself smiling a lot more. There seems to have been like a happiness. Maybe I got it wrong earlier, and maybe the song is about is written from the perspective of the person who is moving on or something like that, or maybe it's the same person, like the tree is the same tree, and the more decorated tree is the bigger kind of blossoming happy version, like when they found their happiness or something like that. Yeah, please let me know if you guys know the original song. Please let me know, because I don't know, unfortunately. I will say this is really cute. Again, how simple this set is, and we just got YOSEOP cross-legged, his little fluffy jumper. It just feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like, honestly, he went to the company and was like, I really want to do a cover, but like, and like, I imagine like entertainment companies in general are like, oh my god, he wants to film something, we need to pay for a budget, and he's like, no, here's my Christmas trees, just put them here, just do this, we're just gonna like make this really chill like mini set, like it's just a corner of the office or something. um, and it's like, it feels very, very impromptu in like the best way. I don't know if that is the case, but that's the vibe that it feels to me. Yeah.
나에게 큰 위로였다. 나의 어제에 그대가 있고 나의 오늘에 그대가
Oh, the softness of that.
나의 내일에 그대가 있다. 그대 나의 미래다.
That was adorable. Again, I don't know the lyrics, but at the end, it felt like I don't know. It felt like because there was the past tense um, form. It looked like again. Sorry, I'm not fluent in Korean. I'm I'm very much a beginner kind of learner even now. But it felt like the there was an element maybe of looking back and being, I don't want to say thankful, but like appreciative of that past. I really want to, before we move on to Dujuns, I just want to see if I can find the original lyrics um, um, really quickly. Sorry, typos, and just kind of, who was the original? Quickly, really. Um, um, da-da-da-doo. Okay, I don't know if this is the same song, um, but it looks like some of the lyrics are similar, from what I understood. Um, but never mind. I think I definitely got the meaning of the song wrong. If it is the same song, I'm recognizing words from the cover, um, in this English translation. It definitely seems so. It seems like it's a song about a person who is a constant, who gives them energy. Um, it gives and it makes them seen, um, and I think appreciated. Some of the lyrics from the first verse: "You love me with eyes different from the world. You love me with a heart different from the world." So everybody sees me in one way, but you see me in a different way. As well as in the chorus, in my yesterday you were there, in my today you are here, in my tomorrow you're there. So there's a certainty there, and I was right. You are my future. I got you and I mixed up. I always get that wrong. Um, um, if it is the same song, I think it is the same song. Um, but yeah, um, so yeah, um, if it isn't the same song, then ignore all of that. But it appears like that's what it was saying. So yeah, so yeah, there is like a, if the tinge of sadness. I wonder what I was feeling with that in the beginning. If it is, um, but it definitely, as I said, definitely seemed to pick up that mood later on, um, of appreciating someone else. And I love that idea that like this person's always been there for you. They are always here for you, and they will always be there for you. That is really cute. And I think I'd like to think that we all would like someone that like that, especially with the like you see me in a way that's different from the world, and um you see my heart in a way than the rest of the world, and that's very, very cute. Um we are going to head to Dujun's cover of Quebec. But yeah, I think that is really, really nice. Um I hope you guys enjoyed that with me. I'm sure you guys have already seen this, um, but that was a beautiful cover. So yeah, we're gonna head over right now to the Quebec cover. So yeah, let's go. Already, I know I'm already pausing. This already has a much livelier sound than the last one. As I said, didn't know what I was gonna expect from that. But yeah.
중2 때까지 늘 첫째 줄에 겨우 160이 됐을 무렵 수많은 녀석
I have to pause already. Ah, I love his tone so much, and I'm loving that we're getting to hear it. Obviously, we hear it most of the time, um, in context of songs and stuff. But I love that we're getting this chance to hear him by himself. I don't know, it just makes me happy. You could probably see me like struggling not to pause sooner. Um, Already, it's giving that excited vibe of like in movies, especially where you see like the person's like realize they're in love with someone and they want to go in and confess. Um, and It's almost like everything is right with the world. Like there's if it's gonna rain on everyone but yourself. You're gonna win the lottery. All of the good things are gonna happen. That's what it feels like. Again, I don't know the original song. I will look at the lyrics afterwards, as I did with YOSEOP song. But that's how it's feeling to me so far. I'm loving the warmth of this. Both the YOSOP cover and this had a very intimate, very close angled kind of shot to it. I don't know if this is obviously going to change, but the difference, and that's why I think I got confused. As I said in the beginning, I am autistic. There were a lot of cooler tones to YOSOP's video that made me feel like it was a sadder song than maybe it was. Um, this song, even from the warmth of the light and um, the way that the shadows are falling, everything feels much more cozy and much warmer. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see lyrically if that's a misnomer or not. But yeah,
이미 첫사랑 진행 중
I love the cleanness of that. Sorry,
정말 듣고
sorry,
싶었던
tummy.
말이야 물론 2년 전 일이지만 기뻐야 하는 게 당연한데 내 기분은 그게 아냐
Oh, we're gonna go back because I wanted to talk about the room really quickly. The Even the way that the room is set up, you've got like lots of like toys and like colorful things, books and stuff. It even like feels like you're in like a young boy's room. You even got, oh my god, you've got the old film stocks in the background. Like this is like meant to give you like real nostalgia um feelings and feelings like you're back in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, even maybe before that, a little bit. Um Especially maybe with these items, less so obviously the radio. Um but definitely the cameras and stuff like that. Um Sorry, the song was just about to change up, but I had to just talk about that really quick.
하는 게 당연한데 내 기분은 그게 아냐 하지만 미안해 네 넓은 가슴에 묻혀 다른 누구를 생각했었어 미안해 너의 손을 잡고 걸을 때에도 떠올렸었어 그 사람을 널 좋아하면 좋아할수록 상처 입은 날들이 더 많아 모두가 즐거운 한때에도 나는 늘 그곳에 없어
I love the way here in this song, it sounds very conversational. Um, the way he's performing this, um, I don't think it would make sense to be kind of um, big and loud, if that makes sense, um, because it would upset like all of the vibes of the song, like even from the accompaniment to the set, the lighting, everything is arranged in such a way that you just want this kind of softer vocal, and I'm loving the way that he is delivering it, because it stands out on its own, but yet it's still really, really soft and really, really nice. Um, and yeah, there was a lyric where, so if you didn't know, it's actually harder to make, like when you're singing, it's actually harder to sing quiet, and keep like your tone and stuff, because you have to, because singing is basically like airflow and stuff, right? So when you're singing quieter, you have to control that air even more. And there was this beautiful moment. I just want to see if I can find it really quickly.
늘 그곳에 없어
It was before this.
나누가 즐거운 한때에도 나는 늘 그리 더 많아
There. Na na na. I'm doing that louder than him, so like it's not gonna sound the same. But na 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 na. Because he's doing it a lot quieter, it's easy to lose that last note. But the way he does it, it's still there. But the control that note had really, really impressed me, because it could have easily have gone like, and obviously he's a professional, we know this, but it could have easily have gone nah, nah, that really kind of shaky, unstable kind of notation there, and it didn't. And that, I don't know, that note really just impressed me, because it's not like a high note, it's not like a low note, it's not like it's just a beautiful note, and it's but it's still a note that, because of how he's singing, could have easily like lost that stability, and it didn't, and I really like that. You guys probably don't care about that, but I do. It was just really pretty. I want to hear it again.
상처 입은 날들이 더 많아 모두가 즐거운 한때에도 나는 늘 그곳에 없어 정말 미안한 일을 한 걸까 나쁘진 않았었지만 친구인 채였다면 오히려 즐거웠을 것만 같아
Oh, sorry, I was trying to go back. It sounded like there was a vocal layering there. Like a little harmony going on there. And I don't know, it felt like it was really nice setup there to open up to that much, in comparison, louder chorus. That's really interesting.
쓸 것만 같아
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's two vocals there.
하지만 미안해 네 넓은 가슴에 묻혀 다른 누구를 생각했었어 미안해 너의
With that guitar.
손을 잡고 걸을 때에도 떠올랐었어 그 사람이 하지만
Sorry, I'm gonna go back. I love, again, we've got that nostalgia element of the song, making a mixtape for your first love. That feels very certainly 70s, 80s. The song itself, I want to say really quickly before I forget, the song itself sounds very Beatles-esque, I want to say, like very Britpop, that kind of thing. So throughout the music video, we've got this, throughout the video, I should say, we've got this real, it feels like progression of time. You know, like we've got the more modern camera here, but we had the old film camera before, the tape cassettes. And I like that. I like seeing like almost the way that like even though times have changed, people are still doing the same things. Like I wonder like because obviously like when I was a kid, like Spotify hadn't started yet, I don't think, and stuff like that. I wonder if people are now, instead of like tapes or CDs, if they're making like mixtape playlists or something for their crushes and stuff. That would be really interesting to see the progression of that. I think, I don't know. You guys, if you guys know, do you think that's happening? It'd be really interesting to see how that's progressing.
하지만 미안해 이 넓은 가슴에 묻혀 다른 누구를 생각했었어 미안해 너의 손을 잡고 걸을 때에도 떠올렸었어 그 사람을
Oh, that drum. Oh, I like that. My only criticism of that last part, and it's not even really a criticism, it's just me because I was doing this. I needed like a second section where there was like a drum change up, not like the one we got, but like a drum section there where you had like a instead of doing this, like if you imagine like a concert, instead of this, you have like the kind of thing. Do you guys know what I mean? That it's not even a criticism, it's just something I just made up in my head. Um um but I really like that. I love the fact that we got especially at the end there, I noticed Dujun was really good there with and I think obviously partly it's the lights, but there's something about the way he was delivering the performance with his eyes. There was like a twinkle in his eyes, both literally in terms of the light, but also the way that just like he seemed to be looking as he performed, that I really, really liked. I am going to check, as I did with YOSEOP, the lyrics for this. I want to see if there is there is nope, that is not the one that I want. Okay, I think I found some translations. I don't know how accurate these are going to be, um, but um, but yeah, it seems to be a song just from looking around. Um, I was going to say at the beginning there seems to be like a sadness to this, um, which I wasn't expecting based on how the song sounded. Um, so it seems like, if I'm understanding it right, and I'm probably maybe not, it sounds like this is someone's first love, and they're in a relationship with the person they're in a relationships with. It's not their first love. Um, Again, these translations might not be right. Um, or maybe reversed. They're in love with this person, but they're remembering a past love instead of them. It definitely would make sense, I think, more that way with the props and the set that we had on this video, because obviously, again, it's harkening back to your first love. So, a lot of people say like, you never forget your first love, and you never love perhaps the same way that you loved your first love, and so it feels like there's that bittersweetness where you're having all these cute moments. I saw a lyric about like burying your head on a chest kind of thing. Um, and you're doing maybe all the cute things in your relationship, but it's not necessarily feeling the same. It's not hitting the same. You're just thinking like this isn't the first time I've done this. I did this with someone else. And if that is the case, that is really for the I'm just imagining for the other person that would be really kind of saddening. Like you're especially if that person's love if that is the first love, because there's lyrics about like other people falling in love and they haven't yet. Um, so if there's that there, then that element there, then that I feel like that would make you really really sad. Just to kind of be giving your all to this person and they're still stuck in the past. They're still stuck on that first relationship. It's very interesting. I don't know again how the original sounds. I don't know if the accompaniment is the same or if Dujun changed it up. But it's very much if that is how the song sounds. But even if it's not, the way that if he did change it up, the way he asked for it to change it up, the way he changed it up, whatever, um, it's very misnomer. That kind of like here's a sad song hidden, like in a real happy package. So you're misdirected. It's almost like the song itself, if the song itself is like this as well, in the same way that like you're not feeling totally connected to the relationship because you're stuck in the past. In the same way, the song is like, I'm pretending everything's okay, but really I am missing this other person and I want them back. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but maybe I want the feeling back. Um, and yeah, that is really, 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 really kind of heartbreaking when you think about it for both people because a relationship is for two people traditionally. Obviously, there are relationships that don't fit that, but I'm just talking about monogamous relationship right now. Um, but yeah, it's meant to be an equal partnership, an equal share. Um, the whole reason relationships break down is because that feeling isn't balanced between the two people. Someone loves the other more than the other. And it definitely feels like that because, he says like, I'm sorry. Like he says miane multiple times in the song during the chorus. I think it's the chorus. Um, to this person. Um, and so, yeah, that would be an upsetting position, I think, to be in. Before I end, I loved both of these songs. Both YOSEOP and DoJun performed as we'd expect brilliantly. I loved how both songs sounded, and I loved the difference of the songs that they chose to sing. Obviously, YOSEOP's was last year, but even still, I find that like they fit my perception and what I know of both of them. It feels like it fit the songs that they chose fits their personality. In terms of like how they sound and things like that, the genre of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all beauty lights that have watched my reaction, shared my journey with Beast Highlight, not just this year, but since I started. Thank you so much for being here. I genuinely hope you guys have a wonderful holiday period and a brilliant start to your new year. Thank you so much for watching my reaction. Leave any comments to either or both covers in the comments below. I love reading and chatting with you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Bye.